Claire from Created the Ottaway. I'm an independent demonstrator for Stampin' Up! In the UK. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate you spending some of your craft time with me. This is this week's make. I know it's just a gift box, but wait till you see what's inside. This is what makes it special. So I don't know if you've seen, ta-da! So this is my take on the, well, it's a pop-up card, but this technique, I'm not sure, is it called a sunburst, a starburst, a burst, a pop-up card? I don't know. So I wanted to give it a go, but I didn't want to do a card. I wanted to do something different. So what I've done is made a pizza box, which I will talk you through. And then I've sort of added a card inside. So basically that's the card, but it doesn't come out because I don't want it to come out. You could make yours so that yours comes out. I want mine to sit like that because there's a secret compartment underneath, and that's like double the surprise. I've added a little tray in mine, but you don't need to. You could just use it like that. It will still stay down, so if I open it again like that, so you really don't need to prop it up. But the person I'm giving this to, I've got two little gifts that will sit in side by side, and I just think it finishes it off like that. You could also put some little mini cards in there. You could put a gift card in there. You could put all sorts. I just really like the way that you just look at it and think, yeah, nothing special about that. And then you open it up and you go, surprise! And then surprise! So that's what we're going to make today. I'm going to talk you through it. It's super, super easy. I promise, it really is. We'll just do it step by step. Nothing too difficult. You just need some card. Some card, a nice stamp set, something to put your little detail on these little bits, which I'll talk you through what I used. And just something to embellish the front of your box. There's loads of ways you can embellish this pizza box. You could put a belly band around, you should just tie some ribbon around, all sorts. I've kept mine fairly simple because I want it to be quite quick to open. I don't want them messing about, I just want to get to the wow bit. Ta-da! So that's what we're going to make today. What am I using? I'm going to use the same paper. We're right at the end of a catalogue. For Stampin' Up. We've just got a couple more weeks left, so I'm using up all my stock before my goodies come. I'm using this bright and beautiful paper. It's handy because it's bright and beautiful. It's got all the colours underneath that I need to coordinate, so I can coordinate it really simply. I just want to get on and make my make. I don't want to be messing about with colours and taking ages deciding, although that still happens, doesn't it? So the paper comes in lots and lots of colours in your pack. You get 48 sheets, like loads of them. And of course, being Stampin' Up, it's two-sided, so I just fan these out a little bit. I really haven't got that much left, so I was a bit restricted. Ta-da! So loads of colours in that, and I've gone for a nice pink this time. I'm not usually a pink girl, but I've got someone in mind for the box that I want. You can stay connected with me, just take a screenshot with that. I love to see the Crafty makes, your versions of what I do. I try and show you quite simply and straight to the point, and then let you go off and embellish it, because that's the bit that makes it your own. We all like to copy and share with everyone other people's makes. There's some fabulous demonstrators out there for Stampin' Up! With some wonderful creations. I like to have a look at theirs and then make it my own. Quite often when you've lost your bit of your craft mojo, you're like, oh, where do I even start? Just watch a couple of videos, you'll soon be raring to go. I need my paper trimmer. What else do I need? Let me share with you the sizes, and then you can screenshot that as well. I have done it in inches and centimetres for you, so hopefully that will suit everyone. Just going to have a look, see, make sure you can see it. Where the pizza box is this bit here, The inside card is this bit here. So if you just wanted to make the pizza box and use that as a gift box to gift something you're sharing with somebody, you can make the pizza box really simply. Just make a load of those. And then the wow bit on the inside is this bit down the bottom, and we literally will go through it step by step. And then it's just covered in a bit of designer series paper and whatever embellishments you love. So, did I say I was using Bubble Bath Pink? I know, what a cool name. So I need a piece of card. Let's just get crafting. I need a piece of card that's 10 inches by 5.5. Now, if you're doing it in centimetres, it's 25.4 by 14. So I'm going to need to open out the arm on my paper trimmer. When I first got this, I didn't know that happened. I was like, how are they doing all those big sizes? 10. Oh no, is that gonna? I've got enough. Oh goodness me! I'm using a odd bit that I've got. That's just somebody, I don't know who, has cut a square out of the corner. And I thought, surely that is enough for a pizza box. But I just had a mild panic that it didn't. But it's fine. So 10 inches. That was right, wasn't it? Cut that little bit off. Ta-da, put it to one side. And then it needs to be by 5.5. Oh, do you know what? That is so close. It only just. Oh, I'm going to go up. Oh, look. Only just. Whew. So, 10 inches by 5.5. Then I need to score on the short side. So on the short side, I need to score it at 1 inch. So I'm actually going to do it on this side because I can hold on to my paper this side and there is a 1 inch mark. So I'm going to put that down for a minute, bring that to my 1 inch, get rid of that cutting blade because I really don't want to make a mistake with that, and that is 1 inch. Then I'm going to spin it round so that my inch is on that side, and this time I'm going to score it at 4.5. So 4.5, just like that. So on the short end at the top where I'm scoring, I've scored it at 1 inch and 4.5. Okay, then I'm going to concentrate on the long side. Now this time, yeah, I do need this arm back open. Hopefully you'll be able to see it, won't go too far over. So I need to score it at 1 again, so I'm going to do it again on this side. Score it at 1 inch, and then I'm going to flip it round so the 1 inch is now here, and then 1 inch, 4.5, 5.5, and 9. This is a really lovely box to have ready to make. Okay, really simple like that. Let's move this paper trimmer out the way. Okay, now I'm not sure if you can see this because it's such a beautiful pink, but what's happened is there's like a rectangle down that side, rectangle down that side, and rectangle down that side. So if I burnish all of those folds, then you might be able to see it a bit more. Okay, let's just burnish them all. Because what I need to do now is make tabs for my pizza box. Okay. So they're all the ones that way, so you can see them now. Okay, and I'm just going to turn it this way and do this one all the way down. And this one all the way down. Okay, now all of the bits that have got a square, so there's one there, one there, and one there, I need to make into tabs. So I'm going to use my scissors. I've got a big pair of scissors because I just find that easier. And I'm going to cut straight on the bit that's the rectangle. What I mean is this bit is the side of the box and you need a nice straight edge on that. So I'm cutting straight on that bit, but then I'm doing a little triangle shape because it will make my box fit nicer together on the other side. Okay. So can you see what happens? That side is straight, that side is shaped, and that's just a tiny, tiny bit that I've taken out. I'm going to do the same on this side. I'm going to cut it straight on the rectangle edge, but I'm going to shape it on the inside tab edge, like that. Okay, so I've got that nice tab there. I'm going to turn that round and do it on the other side at exactly the same time, just so I keep on top of what I'm doing. So straight edge, triangle, straight edge. The reason I'm using big scissors is that I only have to cut once. So rather than doing a cut and then another cut, let me show you. It means I get a much straighter line. So if I do it here, these are little scissors, but I cut a bit and then I have to readjust to cut again. And that doesn't give you such a straight line. I mean, it's not bad. It depends how picky you are. But I can see already it's not quite straight. So I like to use bigger scissors and just do it in one go. Unfortunately, Stampin' Up! Don't have big scissors. When you get to this bit, I don't shape the outside because that's going to be round. So I just do this side. Okay, and the same on this side, because these are the fronts of your box. So one cut and then do the triangle like that. Okay, just there, and then the other end. I'll lay it down in a minute so you can see what I've done. I was going to fast forward bits in the video, but I don't like to do that. I like you to see it in real time and also see what happens if I go wrong and all sorts. Just craft together. If you're a crafter, you're not in it for a quick make. Sometimes, you know, when you just want a quick card, but usually if you've taken the time to sit down, set yourself up, you're prepared to sit for a little bit. So, take your time, no rush here. So this is the middle piece and they've got shapes on either side, and then either end has just got shaped on the inside, but the edges that are along the rectangle stay straight. So can you see that? That's straight, that's triangled, that's straight, that's triangled. Okay, so have a look at that. Then what you need to do is put some glue on the tabs. Remember, we're making a pizza box. The lid goes over the bottom. So choose one end. Oh, come on, glue. Oh. I know there's loads in there. I can feel it. I should have checked, shouldn't I, before? If I push it really hard, it's going to come everywhere. See if my other one is nearly out. Oh, the light's gone off. Okay, let's see if we can get this going. Just talk amongst yourselves for a minute. Have a cup of tea. Get a biscuit or two. Oh, there's some. Not enough. So I use Tumbo glue because it gives you wiggle room when it comes out. I'm tempted to go and get a new one. No, stick with it, Claire. Right. Okay. Come on. Oh, the joys of video. Oh, see, now that's come out loads. So we are going to use... What should we use? Let's use your finger. Just going to tap that out a minute and put some on there. I told you if I squeeze too hard. Okay. Yes, I am looking for somewhere to wipe my hands. Okay, So we've done that one, and you want a nice corner on that, just like that. So a nice right angled corner. Hold on to that for a minute, and then do the other side. So get a nice right angled corner, like so. So you can already see how that comes together. Okay, then this bit is going to join onto here. So is there still loads of glue come out? Yeah. Okay, and I'm going to join that to there. So I've got the nice base of my box all sorted, and then the lid comes next. Okay, so I'm just going to make sure that that's dry before I start doing anything else. So that is the base of my box. Can you see that? Looks lovely. Now what I need to do is make this around this so that I know it fits over. So push that over, hold those sides. Let's put some glue on this tab first. So put some glue on this tab. Put some glue on this tab. Okay, concentrate on one at a time. So bring that under, like so. And then bring, oh, hang on, just forgotten something. Oh, that was lucky. Before you do that, put a little half a circle in this bit, because that's going to be where you're going to open your box. It's really hard to do it afterwards. So put that little circle, bring this side down like that, bring it round and just join that up to meet it. Okay, and just hold it while it glues. It just means that you know that your pizza box will close. And when you're happy with that one, do the other side. So bring that tab round, bring that over to meet it, and just shape it round so that you know it matches. Okay, and that's it. You have your lovely pizza box. So if you want to stop now, you can just decorate that and have that as your gift box. Okay, but there you go, pizza box. Okay, so let's put that to one side. Now for the inside, we're going to basically make a card. So the card needs to be ever so slightly smaller than the inside. So this box is 3.5 inches wide. So the card that I need, oh, did I bring some card? Yes. The card that I needs to be ever so slightly smaller. So I've done it 3 7/16, which is like, what? Okay, so 3.5 inches is 3 8/16. So get to 3.5 and then just go back 1, okay? Just like that, and cut a piece down that way. And then it needs to be, oh, did I put the whole size there? No, I didn't. Okay, so 3 7/16. Then I score it, and then I need to do another 3 7/16. So that needs to be 6 7/8. Right, let me tell you that again. Okay, so you need a piece of base card to make your inside card that needs to be 6 7/8 by 3 7/16. I'm going to give you that in centimetres because in this instance it might be easier to do it in centimetres. So it's, let me go back to that. It is 17.5 centimetres. Let me write that down. Where's my pen? 17.5 centimetres by 8.7 centimetres. Okay, and then on the longer side you're going to score it at 8.7 centimetres, and that gives you a little card that just fits together like that. And then if we open that up, you can see that it fits snugly inside. So if you were going to gift some note cards inside, that is the size that you could do to fit in. Okay, let me just make sure that this is all nice. Okay, so that's my inside card, and that is going to go on the roof of the box. So let's move this out the way again. So I've got my box, I've got my card, and then I need to do the fan bit. Okay. So what I've done is I've cut it all in one go. So let me tell you what that is. So it needs to be 5.5. So 5.5 inches, okay, and then our strips need to be 3/4 of an inch. So let me, so 3/4 is 1. Oh, I'm really out with my measurements today, aren't I? So I've got a piece of card that's 5.5 inches wide, and I'm scoring it at 2 inches. Okay, so I score it at 2 inches, at 4 inches, at 4.5 inches, 5 inches, and then obviously it's cut at 5.5. Now I need to turn it sideways because I'm going to cut it at 3/4 inches. So that you get some strips. So 1, and you need 6 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so I've got some spare. Let's bring these out. Then because you've already done the score lines on it, what you should see, there's 2 inches, 4 inches, and then 1/2 inches. So fold it at that mark, fold it at that mark. If I do it, and then you can see. See, what you want is that shape, okay, and you're going to join that side to there. So you end up with that. Let me do one, and then you can see what I mean. So if you want to cut them individually, you don't want to do it in one block like I did. Each piece needs to be 3/4 of an inch by 5.5. So each one of these, 3/4 of an inch by 5.5, and you need to score it at 2, 4, 4.5, 5 and 5.5, and then you need to stick it together like this. So fold it in half, fold those up so it forms like a W. Put some glue on, and then just get it to stay for a minute, and you need 6 of these shapes. It's quite a nice shape, isn't it? I can see that you could use it on the decoration of a card anyway. There is loads of these cards around, and they look so effective, which is why I wanted to give it a go but didn't want to do a card. There you go, 3. So hopefully I didn't confuse you with those numbers. It can get confusing when you're trying to do inches and centimetres. Don't forget, you can always rewind the video and screenshot the sizes at the beginning because they are correct. And if you're still struggling, just get in touch. I love a crafty chat. So one more to do after this. Okay, there's that. And that. So they are the bits that I need, and I'll show you how to put those in a minute. Now we need to decorate this, and that is what I've forgotten to bring through, I think. Let me see what paper I've got. So I think I might put some of this on the inside of the card just to jazz it up a bit. But have I got 2 sheets of that? Where did I put the rest of my paper? Have I got 2 sheets of anything? Because I want it to look the same. I've got 2 sheets of that. Maybe I should use that on the inside. Oh no, I have got 2 sheets of that. Oh, saved. Saved. Okay, because I really want that to stand out. So I want this to be really vivid in the background. So these are 3 and 8.7 centimetre squares. So I'm going to do it slightly smaller. So I am going to do it 8.7, probably 8.3 centimetres. Let's see what that looks like. 8.3. Let's hope that's okay. Let's have a look. 8.3. Yeah, that's nice. So 8.3. Let's cut this one as well. 8.3. I realised I'm probably off screen. All I'm doing is cutting a square to decorate the inside of my card because I want it to be a bit of a wow. So which end do I want? I think I'm going to go with that end because I want it to look like it follows on. Oh, knocked the camera. Okay, there's my bits. Let's bring that back. Decorate the inside of my card. Put the paper down, you use less glue. I'm sure I'm not the only one who talks to themselves while you're crafting. Usually I can say I'm talking to the cats, but they've gone out. They're not around. Forgotten which way round I wanted it. Doesn't matter. So this one is going to go on here. So I've just literally cut a piece of designer series paper just a fraction smaller than my white base card, and I'm just lining that inside because the outside's not going to be seen. Okay, so this is my card. It's going to go like that. Now what do I do with these? So which way round do they go? Are they all weird? What we're going to do is I'm going to use, what did I use? I used the smallest circle, so this really teeny tiny one from these, which are the Stylish Shapes dies. Don't really have much call to use the teeny tiny one, but this is perfect. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp a little candle on it, okay? And I will do one with you now so that you get to see it. And you're going to need 6. So I've got some I prepared earlier. I am going to use the Hooray for Surprises because it's a surprise card. And within this, there's a teeny tiny little candle and a teeny tiny little frame. So I need a really small block because you want to be able to have control of where you're stamping. So you need to use a block that is as near to your stamp as possible in size. I'm going to use the candle first, and I'm using some Stampin' Right markers. These are fantastic pens because you can colour straight on to your stamp. So I'm going to get the candle off, put it on there, and using the fat tip, I'm just going to brush it over the flame. And then what I'm aiming to do is put the flame towards one end. Now, because of the camera, I don't know that I'm going to be able to see, but I will try. Okay, ta-da! And then what happens is I then do the candle to match it. Now, the candle has got, obviously, the candle length, which I do in one colour, but it's also got a tiny little bit on the top of it that is the flame, the wick. That's what I was looking for, the wick. So I've done that in yellow, which is the great thing about the Stampin' Right markers. Now I'm going to try and line it up. I am going to bring it over to me a bit. And this is why I do the flame first. Okay, not so great, but look, can you see that the wick actually ends up looking a slightly different colour? But there you go, there's a ta-da. So I need 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Move that one out of the way. Bring these over. Now, these go in your card this way round. And if you watch other tutorials, you will see where they add these on to the front, all sorts of things. Now I'm going to add mine to the inside of here. So I'm just going to put a little dot or a little bit of glue on each one, like so, like that, okay? And then I'm just going to let it dry. I'm going to do the same again. Just put a little dot on here. I've put it on here rather than on here because I would know where I want it to be. Okay, so I want it to stick out a bit. Let's have a look. Yep. So there's 2. 3. Just checking height-wise if they're all roughly the same. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's handmade. That's the beauty of it. But also they're not really lined up together very long. So if yours are slightly off, don't worry too much. No one will notice, only you. Okay, and then we've got 2 more to do. Okay, and then the trickiest bit of all, which isn't really tricky at all. I feel like that's getting lower. Let me check. Yeah, look. There's that one. And then the last one. So again, if you wanted to make just this sort of card, this is a quick version of it. A really simple version of this pop-up card. Oh, that's stuck. I don't want it to stick. Okay, so that's that. Now what I need to do is stick these all together. So you choose one, put some glue down the side, and then put this one just past the middle and just line it up like that. Okay, just like that, and keep doing that. Just put glue down one edge and line up the next one. Okay, and the next one. And the next one. Because my card's really tiny, before I do the last one, I'm going to check there's enough room, because if I've spaced it out too much, let's have a look. So if I put that in there, yeah, there's definitely room for the last one. I keep forgetting where the camera is and keep knocking it. I'm sorry if you're getting seasick. Okay, oh, it's getting exciting now. Okay, so I'm just going to hold that a minute and just wait for that to dry. Okay, then bring my card over. Okay, I am going to put some glue on the whole front of this one. Okay, just on the whole front of it. I'm going to lay it down on here, just like so. Just make sure it's about right. Then I'm going to put some glue on the back of this one. It's exciting, isn't it? Okay. Ta-da. Let's see what it looks like. Just give it a little hold, a little press, and let's see if it's ready. And the first few times you just need to give it a little help. But look at that. Ta-da! Okay, so now to put this into my box, so you could just make a card in an envelope like that. But I want a nice surprise box. So I'm going to put some glue on the back of this and I'm going to fit it inside my lid. Just like so. And I'm making sure it's right up to the edge. Just like that. Make sure that that is in. Okay, just press it down. And there we have. Let's put this in just so that it holds it up while it's gluing. And I'll tell you the size of that as well. So there's my box. There's my inside surprise. Ta-da! And then underneath, that's where your gift is. Look at that. How lovely is that? I think I actually like the pink one more than the blue and white. I don't know, what do you think? Definitely the pink. So there we have a ta-da moment. Right, let me tell you this size and then you can skip off and go and make it yourself. So this is the insert. Now bearing in mind I've put 2 compartments in mine, but I will tell you what it is. It is 5, well let's do it in centimetres, shall we? Oh, it's sticking. So it is 12.2, and then that should be the same, shouldn't it? 12.2 by 8.6. Oh, and then the score lines were at 4 centimetres, 5 and 9 centimetres, and 8 and 8 centimetres, and that just gives you that little compartment that you do or don't need. It's entirely up to you. That will go under there. So it's ready for gifting. Should we have a ta-da moment? Ready? Let's get them both ready. Ta-da! Which one is your favourite? I hope you've enjoyed watching this. I haven't decorated this because I feel like I've waffled to you long enough. I will decorate it. Look out for it on Instagram or Facebook. If you like what you've seen, please subscribe and follow along. If you want to share your crafty makes with me, please do. You can email me at createdtheottaway@gmail.com. If you like the products I use, please shop with me at createdtheottaway.co.uk. Thanks for watching. Bye.